I'm here in the city of Lautoka. There are only 2 cities in Fiji, and I'm here in the city of Lautoka, and I'm at the Fiji 50th Flagpole Monument. This is the monument that has been erected. There it is there, going all the way up to the top there. I've got the sun's getting in the way. But this monument is the only significant monument erected in Fiji to commemorate Fiji's recent 50th celebration of independence. It celebrated 50 years of independence on the 10th of October 1970. Sorry, it gained its independence on the 10th of October 1970, and the only real dedicated monument built purposefully to commemorate the events last October, on the 10th of October 2020, 50 years of independence, is this monument here. This is the only monument erected to commemorate that event. And what they've done here is they've actually painted, you can see they've actually painted these bushes. They're not naturally occurring blue bushes, but these have been painted, or at least some of the blades of this grass have been painted in the colours of the Fiji flag. So you've got the blue here, and you've got obviously got the green from the chlorophyll in the grass. But what there is something else that they're supposed to be there's something else that's supposed to be put here, but they haven't gotten around to doing it yet. But they've erected this fountain as well. Just over here is this fountain to commemorate 50 years of independence. And this is a nice little area here in the roundabout, although it's a bit tricky to get to. You need to cross from the other side, and there's all these cars going past. There's the post office there, and yeah, so this is where we're starting this vlog. Oh, there's another fountain just over there, another fountain there. But this is where we've started this vlog. There are only 2 cities, as I said, there are only 2 cities in Fiji, Suva and Lautoka. Lautoka was dedicated as a city in 1977, shortly after the Queen paid a visit for her 50th, or I beg your pardon, for her Golden Jubilee. Sorry, no, I beg your pardon, let me correct myself. Sorry, I'm getting a bit anxious here, crossing the road. But the Queen came in 1977 for her Silver Jubilee. And shortly after that, shortly after she visited Fiji, this place, this town, became a city. Lautoka became a city. And this is it. It hasn't changed all that much over the years. It lacks the grace and the charm of Suva, the capital. There aren't any significant colonial buildings in Lautoka. There's very little in the way of graceful architecture. It's largely built. The main street in Lautoka is this one we're coming up to now. Let me just see if I can get across here without being run over. But this is it. This is Vidonga Parade, and this is the main. I like that there. The gym, the Body Academy. It's been raining such a lot lately that this is the first break in the weather in 2 weeks. It's been raining constantly. You can see just across the road there. all along this stretch of road called Vidonga Parade, they've got these 50th anniversary. The walls have been painted in the 50th anniversary commemoration. So all along the wall over here, you've got the colours Fiji flag, and you've got 50 in a circle. That's all along there. So as we walk along Vidonga Parade, it's quite noisy. It used to be the traffic used to travel along this road in 2 lanes, but now they made it one way. So it's a one-way road, and you'll see there are all these shops here selling. We've got restaurants. We've got a Chinese restaurant there, Chinese Palace, Diorams. This is one of my favourites here. This is Malik Lal's. They sell camera equipment. So that's by the way, I've got my hefty camera here, my Sony D810 with the 24 to 70mm lens, a very heavy DSLR camera. But anyway, these are some of the shops we'll see. Pacific Islands art. That looks interesting. See some of the vibrant colours of the Pacific here. Some of these fabrics and dresses and skirts. We'll just have a quick look inside. So these are some of these extraordinary colours you see around the Pacific. You see men and women dressing in some of these colours, and they are really quite fabulous. This
online you'll get machine printed.
These are all machine printed, are they? Okay.
This all hand printed.
Oh, really? So these are all hand printed?
Hand printed.
Wow. So they must be more expensive, mustn't they?
Yeah, but at the moment we're having a sale.
Okay.
Valentine's sale.
Okay. So there is a sale on, and so these are all hand printed.
It's all hand printed.
Wow. And what designs are they? What sort of designs?
It's all Tahitian designs.
Tahitian designs. You don't have Fijian designs?
Fijian.
No, so these are Tahitian designs.
This is Tahitian.
Okay, okay. This is a Tahitian shop?
Yeah.
There's one in Suva, isn't there? Like
yeah, one in Suva, one in Lamaka.
Oh, in Victoria Parade.
Victoria.
I've been there, yeah. Okay, okay. So this is okay, right. Okay, now I got it. Look at those colours. Aren't they just amazing? All hand printed, Tahitian patterns. Of course, Tahiti's part of Pacific, or that region of the Pacific called Pacifica. I'll explain that in a minute. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Shoe shop. Anyway, as I was saying, Tahiti is part of the whole region, although it's a French administered territory. Tahiti is part of that conglomerate, that arrangement of countries in the Pacific known as Pacifica, Pasifika, and so it takes in countries like Vanuatu, Tonga, Samoa. You'll always find in shops along the Vidonga Parade and in other parts of Lautoka, you'll always find Bollywood film music blaring out from the shops, because Lautoka, unlike Suva, Lautoka is a city, a town, a city founded on the sugar industry. It's known as the sugar city. Oh, okay. Anyway, let's get across here. So noisy. Now you've got Jacks of Fiji there. Anyway, as I was saying, Lautoka, unlike Suva, has a feel of being a city made up of people from the Pacific, because it has the University of the South Pacific, and it has all these businesses and industries which employ people from around the Pacific. It has the regional headquarters of the United Nations, but Lautoka, on the other hand, Lautoka, and you've got Tapu City over there. That's a recent development, built in the last couple of years. Lautoka, as I said earlier, is founded on the export of sugar. There is a port not far from here, and there is a mill. And the largest sugar mill in Fiji is here in Lautoka. And the actual mill is not too far away from here. It's the most efficient, the most productive mill in Fiji. So unlike Suva has a real cosmopolitan feel for people of the South Pacific. Unlike Lautoka, which has a kind of, it seems mainly people, mainly Indo-Fijians and ethnic Fijians, indigenous Fijians. They seem to make up the majority of the people of Lautoka. But anyway, over there, just about to see it, there's a sports stadium called Churchill Park. And that's just about the only imperial echo you will find here in Lautoka. A sports stadium named after Winston Churchill, no less. And that's it over there. It's called Churchill Park. This is what I wanted to show you very quickly without being run over. Is how they've got all this painted along. This wall along this road. They've got Fiji 50, but over there, just behind this complex called Tapu City, you've got Churchill Park. And as I said earlier, there's very little in the way of colonial architecture in Lautoka. You'll find lots of it in Suva, but very little in Lautoka. But the only reminder there is, the only imperial echo you'll find is this park here called Churchill Park. So that's it there. You've got those floodlights there. This is what I wanted to show you very quickly. Over here, is somebody who does palm reading, and I wanted to give that a try. So it's just up these stairs here, these dark stairs, and over here, where are we? Over here is a palm reading. So I wanted to come and have my palm read here. This is the palm reading? Yeah. Oh, okay. So I wanted to come, but there's somebody in there. Somebody's in there. Okay. She sings. Okay. I'll come back. Who's the guy doing the palm reading?
Yeah.
That person over there?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll come back. We'll do we'll have the palm read a bit later. So there's well, that's interesting. You know, you've got some of these old trades. You've got the palm reading going on, and I'd love to have my palm read, but there's somebody in there at the moment. So we'll do it later. That's the chappie here. Okay, over there is the market. We're going to have a little wander around the market. Let's see how different Lautoka market is to the market in Suva. Okay, so here we are at Lautoka Municipal Market, and we're gonna have a quick look inside the market. Not too different to Suva Market, although this This might give us a bit of an indication of how big it is. We just get to the top. It says no otherwise personal allowed, but let's just get to the top here so we can have a quick panorama of the market. This is actually a very good vantage point. I'm just about taking the whole market from here. Okay, so that gives you some idea how big this market is. Okay, this is interesting. Is your saw? No. Oh, okay. Very nice, dear. Are these handmade?
Some of them.
Some of them are. Okay. Wow. It's a dolphin, isn't it?
It's $5.
That's $5, is it? Okay.
Some more here. This kind is $3. Some $2. There's all different.
Oh, okay. Okay, dear. Wow. It's a surfboard, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, that's a surfboard.
Yeah.
That's
$2, is it? Okay.
Even lower, you can get the sharks. Sharks is also $2 here. The sharks.
With sharks? Okay.
Yeah, this is also $2.
Oh, okay. These are sharks?
This is the sharks too.
Oh, shark! It's a real shark's
Yeah.
tooth, is it? Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Oh, so it's a real shark's tooth. Okay. It's a lovely little arrangement of, you know, skulls. That'll scare somebody away, wouldn't it? Eh?
People they buy it.
They buy it, eh? Yeah, the kids will love it, wouldn't they? Yeah. And you got the traditional Fijian combs.
This is the $2.
$2, okay there. I'm just going to have a look around here, eh? Thank you. There's another store here. Another store selling something very similar. Those are salu used in weddings, and we've got Fijian mats. We saw this in the flea market in Suva. Hello dear, how are you? These would be used for weddings, wouldn't they, dear? Right?
This is for the funeral.
Funeral. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, this is a okay. I'm sorry.
It's a wreath,
It's a wreath, isn't it, for funerals, isn't it?
This is the garlands for the wedding.
For the weddings, isn't it? Okay, so that's for the weddings, isn't
Yes.
it? Okay, and that's for funerals. Okay.
You got baskets.
Oh, well, that's beautiful, isn't it? That's so beautiful. How's... Oh, hello. I've just made a friend here. Hello. What's your name? I just felt somebody tugging at my side, and it was just a little fella here. What's your name? Salo.
My name is
Bula. What have you got there? Popcorn. Okay. That is so beautiful, dear. That is lovely. How much is that? $40, is it? Okay. The design is, look at the design, it's beautiful. It's so well done. So this, what you see there is pandanus. And that is a fabric, isn't it? And it's been bound in plastic, isn't it?
Yeah, bulla fabric.
Okay.
Bulla material.
Bulla material, yeah, that's right, bulla material. Okay, fantastic, dear. I'm going to come back.
Frame. Small baskets.
Okay, oh, okay, yeah. It's like a purse, isn't it, really, isn't it? Yeah.
You see this?
I like that one a lot. That is really pretty, that is. I'm just going to have a look around here, eh? See you, bye. Mother. Okay, so we've got more. This is the pandanus, isn't it? And that's what they use to make mats, and they weave into a pattern. But that's just about it, really. In the market, there's not much more to show you in the market. There's another handicraft stall, just another stall over there that sells traditional handicraft. But that's just about it, really. The market. And I might take in the palm reading in a subsequent vlog, as the chap is quite busy at the moment. I think I might take in the palm reading a bit later and incorporate it into a separate vlog. So, by the way, we are no longer in Vidonga Parade. I forget the name of this street. It's a busy street and it's noisy. See if we can get across here without being knocked over. Yeah, we'll do. Fiji Times. Forced into prostitution, it says there. Okay. Everything you wanted in the way of pirated DVDs you can get from that shop over there. Clothes. Yeah, what I wanted to say was Lautoka. I first came here on holiday many years ago with my parents from London, and that was a long time ago. And it used to be the case that people would fly into Fiji or come in on a cruise and do all their shopping, do all their duty-free shopping in Lautoka. And that was what really made Lautoka. Tourists used to come off these cruises. There's the port over there. Tourists would come in off these cruises, these cruise boats, and they would come here and do their shopping for Sanyo products, watches. That was a long time ago. That was when Lautoka was cheaper. Fiji was cheaper for duty-free products. But now most of these products you can buy in Australia, New Zealand, or any part of the world. They're actually cheaper over there. There's no need to come to Fiji. You don't need to fly in. I spoke to one flight attendant many years ago, and she said she used to fly in on a Qantas flight from Australia just to come here and do some shopping for duty-free products. But you don't need to do that anymore. There is Fiji's famous open window buses. Right, now, yeah, so it used to be the case that people would fly into Fiji, especially people in the travel business, pilots, flight attendants, would actually fly into Fiji to do their shopping for friends back in Australia and New Zealand. And of course that's all history now, because things are so much cheaper over there. You don't want to fly to Fiji, even if you can get a free flight as a flight attendant. You don't fly to Fiji just to buy a watch or a Sanyo clock or a cassette player or radio. You used to do that back in the day, but not anymore. Got Ministry of Health building here. But just over here, on my left, is Lautoka Hotel. And Lautoka Hotel is one of the few survivors in Fiji's colonial past. You can't see it here, but just over there is the sea. You might be able to see it around this corner here. But anyway, over here on the left is a survivor from colonial past. I don't know when it was built, but it was built a long time ago. And that is all there is as a reminder of Fiji's colonial past. As we turn this corner, you can see in the distance, you'll see the sea. There's a little park over there with a flaming jacaranda, or as they call them here, Christmas trees. There's a strong smell of rubber. Okay, just over here is the waterfront. There are, as I said earlier, there are only two ports on the main island of Viti Levu. There's another port on the other island, the other major island of Fiji, but there are only two ports. There are only two significant ports on Viti Levu. Hello.
Hola.
Hola. There are only two significant ports. There's Suva Port, which is called King's Port. It used to be called King's Port. I don't know if it's still called King's Port or King's Wharf. Suva Wharf used to be called King's Wharf. And there is Lautoka Wharf. And the waterfront. The waterfront starts, well, it runs along the edge here, just in front of me. That island over there is closed for accommodation, but you can visit it on a you can visit the island on a day basis. You can go and visit there, stay there, and there are skeleton staff looking after the place, but you can't stay there because of the COVID crisis. You can't stay there at the moment. There are no flights in or out of Fiji, but there is a skeleton staff that is looking after that resort over there. I think it's called Bikana. Yeah, in fact it is called Bikana. It just came back to me. And for $10, the princely sum of $10, a boat will come over, pick you up, take you to the island and bring you back later on in the day, all for $10, which is about £3.50. So it's pretty good value. So you've got you can just see it over there in the distance. You've got the wharf. Over there you've got a fabulous mountain range, and you've got this floating thing over there which raises boats out of the ocean to fix their hulls. Anyway, yeah, you can see there's a huge boat over there. It looks like a cruise boat, but I thought there weren't any cruises in this part of the world during the pandemic. And with any luck, this pandemic will be over soon. So they're rolling out vaccines. They've been promised, the people of Fiji have been promised vaccines by April. So with any luck, we'll ride out this crisis. But yeah, that's Bikana Island. There's a boat over there. There are a couple of boats nearby, and there's this huge boat. It looks like a cruise ship over there in the distance there. That's, as I said earlier, that's a port, and there's a chap fishing there. Is he fishing for prawns or prawns? Okay. Any luck so far?
Yeah.
Okay. You got some prawns? Yeah. Okay, really? What colour? Okay, yeah, let's have a look. Thank you. Oh wow, they're huge, aren't they? Wow, they are big. Tiger prawns. And you got some fish as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. So this is the place to come for prawns? Yeah. Wow. All along here? Yeah. Oh, okay. Excellent. And you will eat these or you will sell them? Eat. Okay, good. Okay, thanks. They were huge, those prawns. The lady said they were called tiger prawns. So they were certainly really large, huge prawns. Anyway, so there you have it. That's the waterfront there. And on that note, I think it's time for a coffee or a fruit juice or something. There you go, that's a train for carting sugar. It doesn't normally run at this time of the year, but as you can see, they've got some tracks, so they're probably laying some tracks. The sugarcane harvesting season is between June and December, sometimes as late as January. Sometimes as late as January. That's a sugarcane harvesting season. So so that's a rarity. It's February, and they had the train running because it was laying some tracks. So that was a turn up for the books. Anyway, I'm here at McDonald's. I didn't intend to come to McDonald's, but because it happened to be nearby, as I went hurtling after that train just then, I happened to walk past this McDonald's, so I thought, let's go and have a look in. And it says there, welcome to McDonald's Lautoka. So I'm not a huge McDonald's person. In fact, I don't like McDonald's at all, but let's have a quick look in anyway. Okay, true to form, I haven't gone for any of the burgers at McDonald's. What I've done instead is I've opted for an orange juice. So here's the taste test. Yeah.